Oh, wow.
That's nice. Well, hello and welcome to the Shallow Proclamation. My name is Paul.
And I'm Thomas.
Thomas in the middle of eating something there. We are watching through the Dalek Master Plan. We've done 11 episodes. We're on the final episode. So it's been quite a slog, particularly as, like I said, 11 episodes is a long story. 12 altogether. 11 so far is a long one anyway, but to only have 3 episodes that actually move means it's quite hard work in places. Although, I think it's not been as tough as it could have been, but I am glad to be getting to episode 12 because I want to see the conclusion. So, as always, let us know what you think of Dalek Master Plan. I mean, let us know what you think of this episode, but let us know what you think of the whole story as we kind of wind this one up. And give us a like and subscribe for the channel as well. That's always great. And yeah, send your comments in. And I guess that's it. Well, we can jump into this final episode.
Okay, here we go.
What is the time destructor designed to do? Like, why do you want to destroy time?
They haven't really revealed that yet, have they?
It's one of those things that sounds good, but you're not really sure what it means.
That's some good sound there. Oh, beautiful shot.
Yeah, lovely bit of CGI there.
Oh, they've pulled out all the stops on this one.
Yeah, big finish here.
Yeah.
Well, not actual big finish.
But we are still to assist him.
A Dalek whispering. Brilliant.
Yeah, that's true. We are still to assist him.
It's like they're totally playing with Maverick Chen.
Yeah.
I, Maverick Chen, guardian of the solar system, have helped the Daleks.
Wingardium Leviosa.
We're just sitting in silence. This is kind of wrapped by it.
Yeah, I mean, it's all kicking off, isn't it?
Yeah. Not wasting any time, straight in. Yeah, whipping along those Daleks.
Whee. So
Is it interesting that Chen is killed off screen?
Yeah. Fascinating.
Does that kind of show how little the Daleks think of him?
Is that Sara?
The time destructor.
Ah.
Oh, look, the Doctor.
It's now having a devastating effect. Oh, wow. So is it sort of aging them?
Aging them, yeah.
I mean, why did anyone think that was a good idea to build a device like that?
See, look at the planets.
Oh, wow. This is quite disturbing, actually. Oh, no. Is Sara dead? I mean, finding her skeletal remains is probably not a good sign.
She's just turned to dust.
Brutal. And now they're trying to destroy the time destructor. Oh, wow.
That's nice. I mean, they've done a great job. Oh, look at that.
It's a Dalek mutant. That's well done, actually.
What's left of it? Maverick Chen's uranium core has finally burnt itself out.
Wish Sara could have seen him.
Yes, my boy. So do I. You know, Stephen, the one thing that Sara lived for was to see the total destruction of the Daleks. Well, now it's all over. Without her help, this could never have been achieved. What is it? Millions of years of progress. Reversed back. And all that remains of a Dalek.
Let's go, Doctor. I've seen enough of this.
Well, my boy, we finally rid this planet of Daleks. Brett, Katerina. Sara. The voice. What a terrible west.
Well, that was great. I mean, I think that's easily the second best of the Daleks master plan.
Yeah, I mean,
The best is, of course, the Feast of Stephen.
dear me.
But no.
No, what an episode. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, talk about like raising the stakes right at the end there, and because you've not really ever got a sense through the whole story of what a time destructor will do,
Yeah.
and then when you see its effects there, the way sort of it's kind of, you know, racing forward through time, so that the whole planet is being turned to dust and destroyed, and of course Sara aging to death within, you know, in the space of seconds, really.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite horrific, you know.
So how does the Doctor survive? Is it just because he's not human? Or...
I think that's what people have said before. You know, that's been the suggestion that because he's an alien. You know, obviously he's a Time Lord. Not that he was at this point, but
Yeah.
that he's more resistant to it.
Yeah, because he
and so
does seem to... He seems to sort of be affected by it, doesn't he? But he obviously doesn't wither away to a skeleton.
And what I really liked about the ending there was that, like, it felt like it was really costly.
Yeah.
Like, because obviously with Sara dying in like a really horrible way, like, I mean, all of us age, but to age and have your life taken away in seconds. But then
That's
Stephen
brutal.
there, you know, saying like, you know, Katerina, Sara, and then literally the last line was, what was the final line?
What a terrible waste.
What a terrible waste, yeah.
You can tell Stephen really liked Sara, you know.
Yeah. And I
So,
think
I mean-
she would have made a good long-term companion, potentially, but...
Well, this story, I mean, obviously, we could talk more about the story in a moment, but this story is interesting because obviously Katerina died,
Yeah.
and I think I said to you at the time, there's a bit of debate as to whether she's a companion. She's included often in a list of companions, and, you know, despite the fact she's not in it very long and then she dies. Interestingly, Sara Kingdom is often quoted as the second companion to die,
Right, yeah.
despite the fact she never actually appears in more than one story. So, I mean, I think Katerina's a bit of a tenuous one to call a companion. Sara Kingdom seems even more tenuous in some ways because she's only in one story. I mean, loads of people travel, meet the Doctor and go in the TARDIS in one story, and then,
Sure.
you know, she's very likeable.
Yeah.
But of course, that's what makes her death so more affecting as well, because she goes back to help the Doctor and she ends up losing her own life in the process in this horrible manner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a funny old feeling I've got at the moment because it's the big finish to the story,
Yeah.
but it's a very downbeat finish, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's not really a happy ending, is it? I mean, they do destroy the Daleks entirely, and the Doctor... There's that nice bit where the Doctor says that it couldn't have been done without her, Sara. Now, of course, we know that somehow the Daleks are going to come back. But you're right. It was a big defeat of the Daleks that they achieved, but it came at a big cost, which made it, quite poignant, actually, didn't it?
Yeah, and so often it's easy for stories to end and kind of they jump in the TARDIS and off on another jolly jaunt. They go, oh, well, we defeated the Daleks. Yay! Into the TARDIS, and off we go. But actually, you don't get any of that. And so it's very striking, you know, what a waste. What a terrible waste. Yeah, just great as a final episode. I mean, it is, I think, as a whole story, it is overlong.
Yeah. I think I would still hold to the fact that did it need to be 12 parts?
Yeah, I mean, I think I said to you, they obviously needed an extra 6 episodes, you wonder why they didn't just commission another 6-part story rather than try and take one that was 6 parts and make it into 12.
Yeah.
Because I think, you could probably condense that down into a good 6-parter. That would be great. I mean, not that I'm saying this is bad, but I think it is, from what people have said in the comments and what we've experienced from about episode 7, from the Feast of Stephen onwards. There is a lot of sort of filler. Let's go back to the chase style, running around, which is nice. We like those episodes. The Egyptian setting was great, but it doesn't really do much for the story. But it is what it is. I mean, I'd love to see it fully reconstructed.
Yeah.
Like if they did an animation of it, it would be great to see all that and what it looks like. Because, it's obviously it is a good story. I mean, where would you rate it in the Dalek stories we've seen so far? So that's our 4th one, right?
Yeah.
We've had Daleks, the Dalek Invasion of Earth, the Chase, and this one.
I think the Chase is still my favourite so far. Then probably Dalek Invasion of Earth. Then this, I think. And then the first one. Well, that's weird putting the first one at the bottom. I mean, I like them all. But if I were to... If you bent my arm into putting an order on it, I'd probably do that. What about you?
I mean, in terms of... My favourite is the Chase.
Yeah.
Because I enjoy it, if you've not seen our thing on the Chase, go and watch it.
I think we're the only people who
like the Chase.
Who like the Chase.
But go and watch that our videos on the Chase, and you'll see on there why I like it. I do think though Dalek Master Plan is probably a better story. In terms of it's more of a serious story for the most part.
Yeah.
Whereas the Chase is a jolly old romp, which is a lot of fun, and that's why I like it, and it's got nostalgic things for me. The Dalek Master Plan is a much heftier, weightier affair in terms of what it's doing.
Yeah, the Daleks are much more formidable in it. Yeah.
And I mean, I think I'd probably, if they all existed, if this existed in full like the other ones do, I wonder whether I would just put this one as my favourite one, because I mean, Dalek Invasion of Earth is kind of it's fine, it's good, but it's very much kind of just trying to cash in on the popularity of the Daleks. Let's put them on Earth and do that. Which is it's just a pretty standard invasion story. Apart from the nice bit at the end with Susan, but
it's quite workmanlike, isn't it?
Yeah. It's serviceable. It's good. It's enjoyable. But it's not anything particularly outstanding in the grand scheme of things. And the Daleks, the first one. I mean, obviously at the time it's groundbreaking, but I don't feel the need to. It wouldn't be one I feel the need to revisit very often.
Sure.
So the Master Plan for me, probably out of the 4 so far, if I had to choose the one I think is the best story, I'd probably go for that. And then the Chase I'd pick as the one I'd probably just sit down and watch on an afternoon for fun.
Yeah. On a rainy day.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Yeah. Oh, great stuff. Well, anything else, Paul?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I'm glad it's ended like that. I'm glad it's ended like that. Not just that I'm glad it's ended. Because we were feeling the effects of a long 12-parter. So I'm glad it's ended actually with an episode like that. Even though it does feel a bit downbeat, it feels like it's tried to do something. You know, rather than just finish off however it wanted to. So I'm pleased, but I'm going to be excited to get onto some non-Dalek material as well.
I think also the fact that we watched the first 9 parts before Christmas, and so it feels like we've been in this story for a long time, because for various reasons we couldn't do the final 3 before the end of term, and so it does feel nice to have rounded that one off.
Absolutely, completely agree. So next up we've got, I think, the Massacre.
Brilliant. not brilliant.
Not if you're being massacred, obviously. Again, it's a 4-part recon, but we'll see how we go. So
Nice, yeah. And sorry, I've been a bit unwell for the past 3, but hopefully next time we'll be.
How dare you? I've been waiting for you to apologise the whole time.
I know.
How dare you be unwell?
Shame on you for catching some illness.
Need to eat more raisins. Get your immune system up.
Oh yeah. It's empty. Yeah. Well, thanks, Paul. Thanks everyone for watching, and we will be back soon.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know what you think of this one.
Yes.
Or in the comments, rate the 4 Dalek stories so far. Let us know.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
There we go. That's like, I like the Dalek master plan, and I like the chase. But which is better? There's only one way to find out.
Fine. Is that Harry Hill?
Harry Hill, yeah.
Amazing. Oh, great stuff.
Cool.
Oh,
well,
wow.
anyway. Goodbye.
Goodbye.